Okay. So woman to woman, going back to the topic, guys, I'm standing over here because I have quite a number of stuff that I'll be showing while I actually go through today's live. I'm not sure if I'll be standing all the way through the live streaming, but just to say for now, I'll be standing. So because I actually have things before me and I want to get them out of the way, I am going to start off with ladies' hygiene. So remember, I'm going to look at health, personal hygiene, lifestyle with a little, relationship stuff. So when it comes on to personal hygiene, I'm not talking about, everywhere on the body. I am talking, ladies, I'm talking about down there. Down there. Because you know that growing up, certain things were seen as naughty words. We could not usually say it. There was no way our parents would not, we would not dare ask our parents about how to take care of down there properly. As a matter of fact, a lot of us just grow up using soap and water. But of course, nowadays, or just by entering maturity, into puberty, into adulthood, you realize sometimes that the ordinary water and soap is not enough, especially, when you become sexually active, etc. So today we are going to look at some of the modern day ways of actually taking care of down there. When I look at it, a lot of you would have heard the word yoni, right? So when I'm talking about the care, hygiene, I'm going to look at it in under different headings. So the first one is daily hygiene. I'm going to talk about. Then I'm going to talk about steaming, and then I'm going to talk about tightening down there, and that will take in daily exercise and the yoni ball. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'll be lifting things, as I actually move through the different segments. So do bear with me as well. So when we come on to daily hygiene, if you should read up about it, talk to your gynecologist, a lot of people, obstetrician gynecologists, a lot of them will actually tell you that the only thing that you should be using down there is water. Water, can you imagine? Yes, we have long heard that, the soap is too harsh for down there. We have also heard that the vagina has a way of cleaning itself. But if you are like me, I'm thinking, no way, that cannot work. There's no way you can leave the vagina to take care of itself. So we have to help the vagina as we go along. In a lot of the stores, a lot of you would have heard of a little product that they actually call Femme Fresh. So Femme Fresh is, it's almost like a wash that a lot of people have used. For me, I think that it is a bit harsh as well. If things are harsh, I still see Femme Fresh as one of the things that's harsh. Of course, people use it, ladies use it. And of course, I'm not saying that it cannot be used. I am saying if I'm trying to take care of down there as well, then of course I want to stay away from the Femme Fresh a bit. Instead, I know that people actually use lemon down there, where you actually squeeze a bit of lemon, you cut a bit of lemon, squeeze the juice on your rag. I still use my soap, my wash, just the same. And you squeeze it and you clean when you're having your bath as well. So a bit of lemon. Bicarbonate of soda is also something that you can sprinkle a bit on your rag. So of course, bicarbonate of soda, some people actually call it baking soda. It's the same thing. You actually have it in different containers. In the UK, this is one of the containers that we actually have it in. Okay, so that is for daily care. As you go along, periodically, it is very important as well that you actually freshens the inside, because you know what I'm talking about, like the lemon and the bicarbonate of soda, that is for like the inside, the outside of the vagina, the part that you are able to see. But on the inside of the vagina, sometimes you can actually help it as well through the cleaning process in a way that is safe. That is why I'm not sure if many people have heard about vaginal steaming. So vaginal steaming is one method that people have been using as well. What I'm looking for, I have brought up some containers that people have actually been using as well. So first I'm going to show you pictures of what people have used. Then I'm going to show you one that I actually have for myself. And I'm going to show you how to actually do it. So that's why I have the towel. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to bring it close, very close to you, so that you can have an idea of what it looks like. I hope that you'll be able to actually see it. Wait just a minute, guys. So it is the yoni steam seat. So I hope that you'll be able to see it. This is what it looks like. I'm coming closer, hopefully. Yeah, okay. So that is the yoni steam seat. So that is the more fancy ones that they actually have on the market. A lot of ladies will tell you, especially ladies who are sexually active ladies. And remember, we're talking about woman to woman now. So nothing is like, there's nothing for you to be embarrassed about or anything like that. So for ladies who are sexually active, men, remember, we love you, but this is something that I'm going to say. So ladies who are sexually active, you will agree with me, trust me, ladies, you will agree with me that when the man discharges inside your vagina, that it is a bit, you know, so you actually need to freshen it. One way of freshening it is with what I've just shown you, is through the steaming. So you have the fancy ones that I have just shown you, and I'm showing you another one. So that is what is known as a yoni seat. So it is something, what you actually do is to pour warm water in it, and the idea is for you to sit over it a bit, and it will actually steam out the vagina. So you will agree that the steaming, because it's the steaming process, the steaming actually reaches deep into the vagina, where it will be able to steam out what is in it as well. Along with steaming it, a lot of people, what you just put is warm water. You put the warm water, and I'm going to show you. But before I actually show you, there is also what you can do is to actually add herbs to the warm water. So herbs, natural herbs, is what you can do. You just put it in the water and you sit over it for a little while. Now, so that is known as yoni steam herbs. So I've just shown you the fancy type of yoni seat, but if you are looking for something on a more reasonable, that is more reasonable, you have this type. And of course, how this works, if you notice the shape, so it has a unique shape for a reason. A lot of people, I can just imagine, like people who grew up in for example, Jamaica, in, in not modern times, they don't use these anymore, then you will understand what is known as chimney. Yes, it reminds you of chimney, but it's not a chimney. If, as I've shown you, it has a unique shape. This shape is like this for it to perfectly fit over your toilet seat. So if you picture your toilet seat, you see that top part? So the toilet seat, what you need to do is just lift up that toilet seat and you place this over it and it fits perfectly over it. So when you're doing your steaming, you are actually just sitting on the toilet seat, the toilet itself, and it does the steaming. Now, because if you want to get, a good steam, you actually need to keep the water warm and you want to keep the steam in as well. So to minimize the steam actually escaping, once you have sat over the steaming, you actually need to put a towel over yourself. So you sit, then you put a towel over it so that it keeps all the steam in. So you have a choice, the fancy ones that I've just shown you, or if you just want something simple that fits over your toilet seat, then of course you can get one that looks like this. So all of them, they are all known as yoni seats. Now, ladies, I don't want you to actually go into these stores and start giving people trouble. You see all these little fancy stuff that you're seeing over here? I added it to it, right? So I wanted mine because I grew up in Jamaica and I know about, the chimney and stuff, meaning back then when I was a child. Of course, things have changed now. Nobody in Jamaica uses chimney anymore. Everything is modern now. So because I didn't want mine to look so much to remind me too much about, the chimney, I actually put my little bows here, and of course it does the job. So this is for the periodical steaming of the yoni. All right. So far I've been through the daily care. I've been through the steaming. Especially every time after you have sex, ladies, you need to steam out to keep the yoni fresh, right? You need to freshen down there again. And that is one way of doing it. I would say doing it the safe way. Steaming, you're not adding anything to it. Like I've said, because it's just hot water, the steam going up there. And of course, like I have said, go on the market, you will find yoni steam herbs to add to the warm water. And of course, it feels really good. All right. So that's out of the way. One more thing. Okay. So we talk about the next part is yoni tightening. So you have what is known as a yoni ball. There are two things that you can use to tighten down there. Of course, there are exercises. Just go on YouTube, find the type of exercises that you can do to tighten down there. And of course, you can actually talk to your doctor. They will help you as well. There is also something that is known as a yoni egg. Yes, a yoni egg. Now, this yoni egg, and there are different sizes, I should say. This yoni egg, what you do, you insert it into the vagina. And because the egg, you call it an egg, is in there, it's like a daily thing. You don't have to, just every now and then, right? Because the egg is in there, it automatically forces the vagina to contract, right? So the vagina is trying to actually hold on to what is in there, right? To stop it from falling. And because the vagina is doing that, then automatically what is happening is that you are actually exercising the yoni down there. So one way is the yoni egg. If you don't have a yoni egg, which of course, I always talk about globalization. With globalization, guys, you can just look online. Anything that you want, trust me, it is there. You can actually you can actually find it online to make your purchases. Now, there is a way of exercising the yoni down there. Yes, ladies, there is a way of exercising it. Because your yoni down there actually needs something to be holding on to force it to contract, then of course you need to ensure that it actually gets something to contract, or that you forces it to contract. So the yoni egg is one. Another way of exercising down there, it will call for a bit of concentration, but it's where you actually let go the vagina, then your force is up, let it go, up. Now it takes a bit of practice. How do you get to do it? Envision the way that you pull in your tummy. So if you pull in your tummy, you realize that you go like this. Do you notice? Pull in your tummy like this. Envision that you're doing it down there. Instead of going like this, you are going like this. Envision it. So you're pulling in, but you're not going in, out. You're going up, hold it for a bit, then you let it go. Up, hold it for a bit. So remember I say that it calls for concentration. You're not going out, not to, fro, not to, fro. Instead, it's up, hold it, let it go. Up, hold it, let it go. You repeat that, and it's like an ongoing thing. You continue doing that, and that's one way of actually exercising down there. So if you look at it, we have looked at the health already. We have looked at your personal hygiene when it comes on to your yoni. Now we are going to look at actually your lifestyle as a woman and relationship to a certain extent. Remember that woman to woman, right? We are helping each other. The next thing I'm going to say is, ladies, ensure no matter what, you know that ladies are natural nurturers, right? So we like to take care of everybody else. But ladies, I'm going to say, ensure that you take care of yourself as well. Always set time aside for me time, because your health is important, your mental health is important, your happiness is important as well. Yes, we are naturally multitaskers, right? But you need to actually set at some time for you to actually, do something that's for you, something that makes you happy. I always say, ensure that you know exactly what makes you happy. Sometimes it means pampering yourself. For some people, happiness, their quiet place could be setting themselves a bubble bath. For some people, it's going out, having a manicure, pedicure. For some people, it's a night out with just the girls. No matter what it is, ladies, be sure that you find your happy place. Because remember, if you are not happy, then of course you are going to project that onto other people, right? So ensure that no matter what you do, that you actually, pencil in something, some me time as well. Especially nowadays, we are ladies, they are mothers, they are wives, they are going out to work as well. So, it's very important that you take some time to, to let your hair down as well. Now I'm going to talk about something that is really, really serious, ladies. I'm just going to say it. Ladies, I'm talking about perhaps ladies who are dating, ladies with minor children. I'm going to say, ladies, not everybody, you should not let your children, your minor children, meet everybody that you are dating. Just over the weekend, or probably it was last week, I saw where a mom denies knowing of her daughter's pain, says she had no idea that her daughter was being molested and that her daughter, had abortions. But to be fair to this lady, she was working in a different parish. I've also seen where another little girl was raped and murdered, in Hanover, allegedly by somebody that is known to the family and the police. I've also heard of a case where this lady was married to this guy for 10 years and she had no idea that this guy was molesting her daughters. Ladies and girls, it is not a very good time for us at the moment. When you listen to what is happening around the world, when you listen to, even when I listen, to what is happening around the world, especially since of recent in Jamaica as well, it is really not a good time for ladies and girls. A lot of murdering, a lot of raping is going on. Now, more than ever, mothers, protect your children. Sadly, it's not just little girls anymore. You have to protect your little boys as well. Yes, I understand that, yes, you want a partner. Nobody has the authority to stop you from finding a partner. However, remember, not everybody you should introduce to your children. Don't let them get too familiar with people around you. Yes, you have your friends, you go out, you meet them elsewhere, etc. Don't be bringing everybody into your home. Remember that until a guy marries you, everybody is just auditioning for the role of a husband, right? So it's just an audition. So if it's an audition, you should not be introducing them to your children until you are ready or until you feel that it is ready. Too often, you have these little children where every month, every 2 months, every 3 months, they are calling somebody else daddy. Ladies, this is not right. It's not healthy either, right? Only you can put a stop to that. Everybody can't be, as soon as you start talking to somebody, then you actually introduce them to your children saying, oh, this is your new daddy. No, that is not right, ladies. You mess up your children when you actually do them like that. Just like I've said, you can meet the person elsewhere. And remember as well that in terms of meeting your children, nobody has the right to decide when it is time to meet your children, meaning it is on your terms. What am I saying? It should not be down to the man to decide that, look, now we have been talking for a month. I have not met your children. No, it is when you are ready, right? When you feel like the relationship is going somewhere, then of course, on your terms, you will actually introduce your child to that person. And remember as well that even when you introduce, when it comes on to minors, you have to be careful how familiar you actually let them get, because of course it can lead to all type of problems. And like I've said, quite recently, you can see that, a lot has been happening to our little children. So we have to try our best to actually protect them. And if by not introducing them to everybody, if that is going to reduce the likelihood of harm coming to them, then of course, ladies, that is what you're going to have to do, right? So woman to woman, we are saying yes, relationships, healthy relationships, yes, let your children meet your other half, but remember to be careful, right? Not everybody relationships work out, sometimes relationships don't work out, right? And it is because of that you cannot be letting everybody meet in your minor children, because you have to protect them. So woman to woman, I hope that you have learned something. And of course, as we go along, every now and then we will have these things, these little chats, these little conversations. Thank you so much for actually, joining in. And of course, don't forget to actually share this live streaming, share this video. And if you have not yet subscribed to the channel, then of course, go ahead and do so. Before I end as well, this is like the second month of the year for those people. Oh, there was one thing I forgot under health. So before I forget, ladies, remember your breast screening, right? So remember to book your mammograms if you have not done so. Cervical screening as well to test for cervical cancer. Ladies, we're sexually active. You need to actually check what is going on as well. So the type, ladies, if you have not done it as yet, that you need to book, remember the mammogram, that is the breast screening. Also, there are ways of actually doing your own test at home. I would say go on YouTube, actually find the ways, because they actually show you how to actually do the breast screening, the home test. That does not say that you must not book in your mammogram. What it says is that if you check at home, do that testing, and you find out that, for example, you're feeling a lump, then you will know that you need to go to your GP, see a doctor immediately. Also, ladies who are sexually active, in addition to doing the mammogram, the cervical screening, don't forget to do that STD test as well, right? So what are we stressing? We are stressing personal hygiene. We're stressing your health. We're stressing healthy lifestyle as well. And we are stressing under healthy lifestyle, healthy relationships as well. Thank you so much for watching this video. Take care of yourselves. Shower your children with love. Put your relationships in different compartments. This is the love that I have for my child. It is different to the love that I have for my partner. It is different to the love that I have for my parents. It's different to the love that I have for my friends. It's different to the love that I have for everybody. There is enough of you to go around, right? Meaning the love, the love, the love. It is for you to strike that balance and to know exactly how much of your time to put into each relationship to keep yourself happy, give yourself a balanced lifestyle as well. Take care of yourselves, guys. Bye, bye, bye.